Hi everyone, my name is Akshata. My husband and I own Alternative Roots Wellness Center. We're based in Essex Junction in Vermont. I'm a clinical nutritionist with a Master of Science degree in biochemistry and one in applied clinical nutrition. Thank you so much for watching all of our videos and subscribing to our channel. If you haven't already, this would be a good time to subscribe so that you can stay updated on all the new videos that we post. I've been promising all of you a video with some recipes in it, and so I decided, let's get started. Today I want to address a couple of misconceptions that everybody has about cooking healthy. The first one is that cooking healthy has to be expensive. It can be as expensive as you want it to be, but it does not have to be that way. And you'll see when I make a meal today for a family of 4, well under $10. And the second one is that cooking healthy has to be perfect. It has to hit all the buzzwords of organic and whole and clean and natural. Some of those words don't even have a standardized meaning in the world of nutrition. That's something you should know. And I also think some of them sort of attach negative connotations to certain meals or foods, especially if someone doesn't make something from scratch or they use a jar of something or a box of something. And I don't think that's very nice. So today I would like you to know that cooking healthy is about doing the best you can with what is available to you. Any chance you get, trade up if you can. If you can't, that's fine as well. We would all love to be perfect in our quest for healthy cooking, but I think that's not possible and it just leaves a lot of guilt behind. So let's not do that to ourselves. Today I want to show you how to make a yummy butternut squash sauce for your pasta. Kids love pasta. I know mine does. Sometimes she eats adult-sized portions, so that's good. This is a great way, if you do have a picky eater at home, this is a great way to get some vegetables into the kid. And I'm also going to be making a roasted broccoli side dish. Now I know I'm lucky, my 2-year-old will eat all of the smelly vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, she loves it. I know that's not the case in all households, so you can choose any vegetable that you like. I'm choosing broccoli. Okay, so let's get started. What do you need to make everything for today? I am using frozen vegetables. These things have been peeled, they've been chopped, they're all ready to go. So it cuts out all of your prep work. That's awesome. This is one package, it's a pound. You can buy organic if you like. If not, regular is fine as well. I have regular diced butternut squash. And then you need the pasta, of course. I'm gluten-free, so I use tinkyada pasta. This is a brown rice pasta. If you like your bean and lentil pastas or any other regular pasta, that's fine. I'm using this. You need about a cup or maybe a little bit more of milk of choice. I'm dairy-free. I have a lot of allergies. So I'm dairy-free, and so I use almond milk and the unsweetened original version. So it doesn't have any of the additional flavorings. But this is what I have. You can use whatever you want to at home. We need a little bit of olive oil and a few spices. So we need some garlic powder. This is half a teaspoon. And this is just regular garlic powder. But if you can get roasted garlic powder in your store, that will also add a really nice flavor. And then we have some onion powder. This is a teaspoon of onion powder. And then I have nutritional yeast. This makes this dish vegan. And so I'm using nutritional yeast. It's what I have at home. If you don't have this, you can certainly use any cheeses that you like. You can put that in here, that's fine. I'm using nutritional yeast. There's 4 tablespoons in here. And then we need some acid. I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can use lemon juice, you can use any other vinegar that you like. I'm using apple cider vinegar just to give it a little bit of a kick. So those are the ingredients for the butternut squash sauce for the pasta. And then for the broccoli, frozen broccoli, out from a bag directly into the oven. I'm not kidding, this can happen. I know a lot of people use frozen broccoli or vegetables and then steam them or boil them or pulse them or whatever. Just because you think that they get mushy, you can roast these and they taste really good. This is a 10-ounce package. This is organic broccoli that I had in my freezer. You can use regular. Any vegetable you want is fine. I'm starting with broccoli. Since this is just 10 ounces, I'll do 2 of these packages. Okay, these are all the ingredients that you need. I've also listed out the price for all of these things because I want to show you that you can make a meal for a family of 4 under $10. Okay, hi everyone. So I've got a few things going. I've got my pot of salted water boiling. so rather heating up. So that's closed and that's going on at the back. And I have a pot here so I can start making the sauce. Step number 1 is to get this milk into the saucepan and get that started. And then we are going to take our squash package. This is your prep work, right? Cut the package. We're going to wait for the milk to heat up a little bit, and then we're going to put all the frozen in there, and then all of that is going to boil for maybe 2 minutes or so till it starts softening and the butternut squash cooks through. Because it's frozen, it doesn't take very long. So that's another advantage of frozen vegetables when you're using it for things like this. They're all ready to go, plus because they've been frozen, when they thaw out, they don't take as long to cook as the regular vegetable would have. So that's another bonus. That's great. I'm going to have the pasta bag cut and ready to go as well. So when the water is ready, we can put it in. I'm going to make a full bag of pasta here today. And this is a 1 pound bag of pasta. The other thing we will do is get our blender. Right, I have a Vitamix, so this does really well at blending. If you have a good blender, I think it makes all the difference. So if you're able to get one, that's great. Not necessarily a Vitamix. There are many others on the market right now. The other option is a food processor, but I've noticed it works better in a blender. But if the food processor is what you have, that's fine as well. Okay, so in this we're going to add all the other ingredients of the sauce, right? So we have the nutritional yeast that goes in there, 2 tablespoons of oil, and your apple cider vinegar that goes in there. And then this is the onion powder. This is the garlic powder. I also added the salt and pepper here just to make it easy. So yeah, all of that goes in there, and this waits for the milk and the butternut squash to go in so that you can get your sauce ready. I'm also getting the oven going at 375 and get the broccoli going. It's frozen, I'm not thawing it out. Yeah, so that's 2 packages of broccoli right there. And I'm going to, you just spread it out well. You can rinse it quickly under the water if you want. I'm just going to put it in here. So if I'm going to do today salt, pepper, olive oil, and garlic powder. If you have actual garlic, you can use that as well. Just mash up the garlic after you peel it. And I would say mash it up in the olive oil and add the salt and pepper to that and make like a slurry out of it and use that. That will work much better. Our milk is starting to heat up here, so I'm just going to put all this squash in there and let that go. I have olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So you can use fresh garlic if you like. It'll taste really good, or you can use the powder, whichever one works for you. So drizzle the olive oil on here. And then we're going to put some of the salt. We're going to do the pepper. You can do chili flakes in here. You can do any spices that you like. No restrictions. This is what flavors you and your family like. We love garlic. We overdo the garlic every single time. So just mix all of this up nicely. Okay, so that's ready to go. As soon as the oven is ready, this will go in it. A couple of things. The oven came to temp, so I put the broccoli in there. And I have been checking on this. So now I have the butternut squash here that is all ready to go. That means is basically I boiled it in the with the milk for 5 minutes, and then I shut the stove off and I let it steam for another minute. And essentially you need to be able to like smoosh up the butternut squash in it, so it's all ready to go. So now I'm going to put this in here into my blender. I put the full package of pasta that I have, the tinkyara pasta. I put the full package in there. I will now close it for a minute while it's cooking and then switch it off and let it sit for 7 minutes. Those are the instructions for this pasta. You see how your pasta needs to be cooked and cook it accordingly. They're usually somewhere between 8 to 10 minutes for all of them. So that's something that's going on. We still have the broccoli going in the oven. It's been in there for 13 minutes, so I'm going to check on that. And then of course we have the pasta sauce that's ready to go. Just check it for seasoning. And then if you have any nutmeg at home, you can just grate some in here and it gives it a really nice flavor. So you just take a little bit of the nutmeg, the whole nutmeg, and you just grate some in there. Okay, and that just adds a really nice flavor to it. Don't use too much. I would say there's probably a 1/4 teaspoon in there. Not very much, very little, even less is fine, because if you use too much nutmeg, it tends to give it a little bit of a bitterness. So you have to be careful with that. But otherwise the sauce is ready to go. I'm waiting on the pasta and the broccoli. I'm just going to take the broccoli and check on it and then move it to the upper rack so that I can start the broiling. So first, let's look through, and yep, this is ready to go. So I just need to broil it. Put this back in there, close it, and then broil on high. So this is ready to go. It was in the oven for about 12 or 13 minutes, and then I just did the broiling for less than a minute. So that's ready to go. I'm going to keep that right here, and then I'm going to take care of the pasta. Okay, so the pasta is drained, and I have the sauce here to go with it. So I'm just going to put it into the pot. And then on top, I think in one of my previous videos, I'd shown you that we grew the scallions at home by cutting the ends of the scallions that we bought in the market at the store. So I'm going to just chop these up on top. I'm not going to use a cutting board. I'm just going to use a pair of scissors and then just chop this into the dish, and it just adds a little extra flavor. So we've made this a bit fancy with the nutmeg and the scallions on top. Okay, so I'm going to save some so I can garnish it on the top. Okay, so everything's ready essentially. The pasta and the sauce is ready here. It might seem a little watery in the beginning to you, but it thickens up. So that's ready to go, and I'm just going to plate that out here. So we have the pasta. Remember the little scallions on top. You can do parsley, anything that you'd like over there. And then we have the broccoli as well. So there you go. This is a meal for a family of 4. It costs less than $10. I appreciate all the time that you spend with me. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you stay updated for all the videos and any other information that we post here. You can contact us via our Facebook page, or you can leave comments here on our channel if you have any questions or concerns, you need more information about something, or you'd like me to address any topic, any suggestions for topics that you have. You can certainly get in touch with me, and I'll be happy to take a look at it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Be well.